Live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV News at Noon.
Two House members announced their resignations amid heavy allegations.
And what's the backstory between two influential figures? Find out more.
Here at the Union. I'll have more for you coming up.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining NTTV News at Noon. I'm Isabel Smith.
And I'm Talea Munson.
Representative Tony Gonzalez said on social media that he plans to retire from Congress today. The Texas Republican has been under investigation by the House Ethics Committee after having an affair with a former Senate aide in his congressional office. This is an affair he has since acknowledged after ending his bid for re-election. The staffer later died by suicide in 2025. The San Antonio Express published previously unreported text sent from Gonzalez to his campaign's political director in 2020. Gonzalez's decision to resign comes days before a landmark Senate vote that could have expelled him from his seat in Congress. And just minutes before Gonzalez's announcement of resignation, California Representative Eric Swalwell has also announced his resignation from Congress. Swalwell was urged to resign after being accused of sexual misconduct by at least 4 women, allegations which vary from unwanted touching and inappropriate messages to one accuser alleging she was raped by Swalwell, accusations which he has since denied. His accusers say they are happy with the outcome and that Swalwell should have resigned sooner. Swalwell has also released a statement after his resignation announcement Monday, saying the mistakes he made in the past are, quote, between me and my wife.
The U.S. military set up a blockade on Iranian ports after peace talks this weekend. President Donald Trump threatens the U.S. will sink any Iranian fast attack ships that come near the blockade. Trump warned that any ships that come near the blockade will immediately be eliminated. Iran's acting defense minister said the country is prepared for any scenario and any aggression toward them would result in a harsh and decisive response. Oil prices have topped $100 a barrel as failed peace talks continue to disrupt the global economy. President Trump is under a unique situation at the moment.
That's right. The Pope and President Trump are having a bit of a confrontation. Our segment anchor, Varun Engineer, has the story. What's happened, Varun?
That's right. Pope Leo and President Trump have been having a public disagreement these past few days. This all started Sunday when Trump lashed out after the Pope's criticisms of the Iran war. In a lengthy social media post, Trump said that the Pope is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy. Trump also added that he should, quote, get his act together as Pope, use common sense, stop catering to the radical left, and focus on being a great Pope, not a politician. A member of Trump's Religious Liberty Commission called the post entirely inappropriate and disrespectful and asked Trump to apologize to the Pope. Trump then proceeded to post an AI-generated image depicting himself as a Christ-like figure, healing a sick person. Trump then took the post down and claimed that he never meant to make himself look like Jesus, saying it was supposed to make him be a doctor. For now, some of the Trump allies are optimistic that the dispute will be forgotten. That's all I have. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Varun. Isabel, we have to talk about these clouds that are rolling in.
Oh my goodness, yes, it is definitely feeling like spring out there, and you know what they say about April showers is definitely true. Let's toss it over to our weather anchor, Marguerite Calkins, for our first look. Marguerite?
Thanks, Isabel. Looking into our first look, current conditions for today, we are looking at a 77 degrees with those higher wind speeds, so it's definitely feeling like a typical spring day. Going into tonight, it's going to get a little bit warmer. We are looking at 79, but it's going to feel on the higher side with 83, with still those high wind speeds. That humidity will definitely be coming out later into the day. Going into tomorrow, it's like a wash, rinse, and repeat of what we are feeling today. It's going to be basically the same thing, and we are still keeping those high wind speeds. That is all I have for y'all for your first look. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Marguerite. A suspect in the attack of OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has been charged with attempted murder and attempted arson. The suspect is accused of throwing a Molotov cocktail at Altman's home, then striking OpenAI San Francisco headquarters glass doors with a chair. The suspect, now identified as Marino Gama, was arrested on the scene. The announcement was made on Monday when FBI agents reportedly raided Marino Gama's Texas home. Authorities say a document Marino Gama wrote opposing AI was found and contained a list of names and addresses of apparent board members and chief executive officers of AI companies and investors. No one was injured in these attacks, and Marino Gama is set to be arraigned today and could also face charges related to domestic terrorism. The San Francisco District Attorney's Office will move to have him held in custody, pending trial without bail.
A Maryland grand jury has indicted Dayton Weber, the national cornhole player and quadruple amputee, who is being charged with first-degree murder after shooting friend Broderick Wells inside a car after an argument they had in March. Weber is being faced with multiple charges, including 2 counts of reckless endangerment and having a loaded handgun in a vehicle.
How's everyone?
Karen Piper Mitchell, the Charles County Deputy State's Attorney, gives an update on the grand jury's indictment for Dayton Weber, the national cornhole player and quadruple amputee.
We're dealing with a homicide. Someone lost their life, and from that base perspective, our job is to make sure that we put the case together.
He's facing multiple charges, including 2 counts of reckless endangerment and having a loaded handgun in a vehicle. Investigators say Weber shot and killed a man they identified as his friend Broderick Wells inside a car after an argument back in March. The indictment came down Friday.
He had to kill or be killed. That's what this case is.
Weber's attorney argues this was self-defense.
I think that evidence is going to be clear that this was something that was not planned, something that was not premeditated, and this is something that was a person in fear that did not know how to handle a situation where there's such a traumatic event. But this is a self-defense case. It's always been a self-defense case, and that's what this case is. And he is not guilty.
But it's something the Charles County Deputy State's Attorney doesn't see holding up in court.
Right now, based on the investigation that we've seen and from the witnesses' statements and everything, we see no evidence of self-defense. So we move forward on the indictment.
The prosecutor also thanking police and hospital staff in Virginia, where Weber was found, for preserving key evidence, including the clothing he was wearing at the time.
Because he was treated by the hospital. So again, anything that they had contact with, making sure that we have chain of custody.
Weber's attorney is arguing that this was self-defense and the shooting was not premeditated.
Coming up, what to expect at the Union Art Mart.
And why is the housing market slowing down? Stay with us.
Welcome back to Late Night at North Texas. Late Night at North Texas. Late Night at North Texas.
Color the world with peace and joy.
Tell me, Diva, what's the tea?
My niche of drag is dumb.
The spirits have guided you to me.
I warned them that this was dangerous, but did they listen? No!
I've been having these dreams.
Welcome in.
This is part of the process, Eric. I only want what is best for you.
You want me to go on and on with the program until there's nothing left of me.
We are one now. Our goals are the same.
No, they're not.
TRIO is a federally funded grant program. It was funded in the 60s, and it supports student success and student retention. So we have a lounge, computer lab, free printing for our students. We also provide one-on-one advising services for our students, as well as career exploration and prep. Students who are eligible for TRIO include those who are first-gen, low income, or have a disability. They just have to meet one of those 3. There are many benefits to being in TRIO. Some of the general ones are the services we provide. The other benefits include creating a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and giving a safe space for students to come. Students can apply for a program by either coming in person and scanning a QR code, or they can also visit our webpage that has a direct link to our online application. And students need to know that we are here to help.
Welcome back. UNT is hosting its annual art event today at the Union.
NTTV's Kyle Larson is live with the scoop. Kyle?
That's right, guys. UNT is hosting an art market today at the UNT Library Mall, where they will be showcasing and promoting art, small businesses, and connect with fellow creators. The Art Mart, or annual art market, is a gathering for all things creative and crafty. The Art Mart will showcase many things such as art vendors, live music, airbrush tattoos, DIY necklaces and keychains, and so much more. There will be over 70 creators at the Art Mart promoting their art, crafts, prints, and DIY creations. Public admissions are free and will be located at the UNT Emerald Ballroom in room 314, as well as the Jade Ballroom in room 333. And if you want to win a free t-shirt, you can also subscribe to the UPC text service by texting UPC to 71444 to receive details about their mystery t-shirt drop. The event will be from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. today, so be sure to stop by and check out everyone's amazing work. For NTTV News, I'm Kyle Larson. Catch you on the flip.
Thanks, Kyle. Denton Animal Care and Adoption Center is set to upgrade their facility with construction beginning in May. The update will add a 10,000 square foot facility expansion, 18 parking lots, 5 play yards, and an air UV disinfection system to improve air quality and assist in quarantining dogs. The construction will lead to operational challenges such as reduced capacity, but Animal Services Director Nikki Sissenos stated her excitement for the project. The full facility is expected to be completed in November of 2027.
A magnitude 5.7 earthquake jolted rural Nevada Monday evening, centered just 13 miles east of Silver Springs. The quake struck at a shallow depth, rattling homes from Carson City to Fallon, where local grocery stores reported shattered glass and aisles littered with fallen merchandise. Officials remain on high alert as dozens of aftershocks continue to shake the region, but no major injuries or structural damage has been reported.
Well, thankfully, there were no major injuries there, but things are a bit more stable here at home. But we are keeping an eye on some shifting conditions.
That's right. For a look at what we can expect for the rest of the week, our weather anchor Marguerite Calkins has the full forecast. Marguerite?
Thanks, Isabel. Looking into our weather here at North Texas, we are looking at our high being 78 up in Gainesville, 79 in Graham, and our lowest here is 75 here in Paris. Going into across the state, we are looking at our high of 79 in, our high of 80 in Houston, and our low of 76 in El Paso. Like I said earlier, some of this is going to feel a little bit warmer because of our recent humidity. And then going into our 7-day forecast, the next couple of days are going to kind of feel like Groundhog Day. It's going to be most of the same weather. Later into our week, we are looking at those showers, but that is to be expected, especially with the amount of moisture that has recently been in the air. That's all I have for y'all. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Marguerite. Well, much like this week, the spring housing market is underway and off to a sluggish start this spring. Jen Sullivan's got more explaining on what's going on.
It's been a sluggish start to the spring housing market. Fewer people appear to be buying homes. Existing home sales dropped 3.6% month over month in March, according to the National Association of Realtors, and the sales slump is happening all over the country.
We just need more inventory to appear on the marketplace.
Lawrence Yoon with the National Association of Realtors says low inventory, high sticker prices, and high mortgage rates are turning away potential buyers.
Home prices are hitting record high levels. The affordability is clearly an issue.
The median existing home sale price in March is up from the year prior, more than $408,000, according to the NAR. So if you're putting down 20%, that means you would need more than $81,000 in cash. And as of last week, the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage was 6.37%, according to Freddie Mac.
We want people's income to be rising above the home price growth, but that can only happen once we have more supply.
Yoon says higher interest rates are also holding back homeowners from selling their homes because they likely bought their current home when mortgage rates were lower.
I thought the mortgage rate would be at 6% for most of this year, but given the global economic circumstances, I have raised the mortgage rate anticipation to 6.5%.
The good news is the spring housing market typically lasts through June, so Yoon says more homes are likely to come on the market. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
New data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows wholesale inflation surged to a 3-year high last month. The producer price index rose 4% compared to a year ago, largely driven by skyrocketing oil prices amid the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. While the monthly increase was lower than economists predicted, the report follows a separate index showing Americans are already paying significantly more for everyday goods.
When we come back, find out about the win in court for LGBTQ advocates.
And we'll hear more from our sports anchors. Stay with us.
Go, 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 go. Get that, get that. Be gone, evil spirit.
We're NTTV's longest-running Spanish entertainment show, and we're all about culture, creativity, and community in Spanish.
Vámonos.
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell and I'm joining you here today in the Union parking garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
Welcome back. Pride flags have returned to the Stonewall National Monument in New York City. In February, new federal guidance limited what flags are permitted to fly at national park sites, which did not include the rainbow flag. This decision sparked backlash, with LGBTQ advocates calling it an attack on history. A group of nonprofits sued the administration, with the case settling yesterday. The monument marks the site of the 1969 Stonewall Uprising, a significant turning point in the fight for LGBTQ rights in the U.S.
Well, such an amazing spring peak. With summer heat coming in between the rain, we have a lot more to upkeep.
And a new athletic facility for North Texas coming soon, starting this summer. Olivia, what else could UNT Sports possibly ask for?
Well, I'm not sure, but along with the new facility coming, our Dallas Wings and Dallas Stars are repping the big city, and North Texas returning with spring football. There's so much to unpack. And with the new center coming up next year, our sports just leveled up. Stay with me after this break.
Jibber jabber. Yes, jibber jabber.
Oh, good job, guys.
Jibber Jabber is a man-on-the-street NTTV show for Instagram that's in its 7th season. With 2 hosts, 1 comfy chair, and a Would You Do Something bowl.
Pretty much the gist of our show is that we're going to be inviting
UNT students, all of our lovely family over, and we're going to be talking to them. And when we run out of things to say, we're going to ask them.
Would you do something?
I think we're ready to do something.
Yeah.
Fortnite son or Minecraft daughter?
Don't get your hopes up.
Is that it?
That's it.
Nothing can stop me now!
Yeah.
She was the oldest woman to ever medal in the slalom run. So I believe that
she's now the youngest.
Yes, the youngest and the oldest.
Prominent women's sports is right now, especially when women's hockey is one of the biggest growing sports in the world right now.
If somebody told you, kind of coming back to the past and telling your past self that this team would be one win away from making the college football playoff, how would you react knowing that you've covered this team for so long?
Let's talk a little bit about the strengths of this UNT basketball team. Like, what are we good at? When it comes to UNT, we've always been a slower paced team, and that has continued into the Daniel Robinson era.
And welcome to a very special edition of Prove It or Lose It. Matthew.
Can I have Silverstone? It's the only name that looks familiar.
Welcome back. Talk about last night's draft, y'all. Wow. So much success, diversity, and money in one room. With the #1 pick to the Dallas Wings and the future ring, wink, wink, the team locks in the #1 pick, UConn AZ Spud. The Wings have not only a new facility in the making, but now a new guard to bring more fire this next season. With other star picks like Olivia Miles from TCU, now headed to Minnesota, and Rory Harmon to the Mystics from Texas. Shout out to Texas. And speaking of, the Dallas Stars just secured a win last night against Maple Leaf in Toronto, 6-5. The Stars are now #2 in the league with 49 wins to 20 losses. After last night, Maverick Barreau completed his career first hat trick in a 4-point game, including the go-ahead goal, which led the Stars to victory. The regular season is now closing out, and the Stars will face the Buffalo Sabres tomorrow at 6 p.m. Although fall football season is over, spring football is now peeking around the corner, and Neil Brown, new head coach, and the football team will host their spring showcase this Saturday, April 18th at noon at the DAQ. The showcase is free, so show up, show out in your green, and go mean green. And brace yourselves because the North Texas is also starting the construction of the new athletic facility for 2027 this summer. The facility will have over 15,000 feet of new space, and the center will include a nutrition area. After hearing about our depth, it all makes sense where all the money goes to. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Olivia. Today is a special day in Independence, Missouri.
I heard some people have been waiting 50 years for this day.
Well, Isabel, I don't know if I would wait 50 years for anything, but CNN's Lauren Schwetniker has more about what happened.
Emotional, and I knew I would be, but I held it in.
The year is 1976. Jimmy Carter defeated Gerald Ford, and Independence, along with the rest of the country, celebrated America's bicentennial.
I was 7, now I'm 57.
Sunday, a capsule sealed for decades in the walls of First Presbyterian Church of Independence was opened. Sarah Sutton and her classmate created it when they were 6 and 7 years old.
Sarah, that was my classmate here at that time, to see her 50 years later 50 years is a long time, so I feel lucky to be here.
Did you write yourself a note, or do you think you have no idea?
It's almost surreal, really. I remember, I don't remember what I put in, but I remember thinking, I put in something really dumb.
Both David and Sarah wrote notes and shared stories to their future selves, along with local newspapers, magazines, and photos of the town. The church itself carries deep-rooted history, even before 1976.
It was a good feeling to see all those things again.
But even though so much time has passed, people here in Independence tell me their strong sense of American heritage and tight-knit community remains the same.
I'm glad I was here to do it and witness everything that happened 50 years ago.
Thanks for watching NTTV News at Noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.